All right, so I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 5:59. The roll call is, we have Tom Stevenson, Barbara Harms, Alan Cantor, Paul Needham, and we have one guest, who will be presenting. And help me with your name real quick. Oh, thank you. I should have it, but anyway. So our first order of business is the minutes from our last meeting, if you had a chance to review them. Did anybody have any changes or,
No, I read them last night.
okay, can I have a motion to accept the minutes?
I'm sorry, Madam Chairman, I have one correction.
Okay, good.
Sorry about
You
that.
gotta move quick.
I know it, I'm too slow. The motion to close the public hearing indicates my participation as a member, and I was recused from that whole portion, so
Right.
we could show me as abstaining, please.
Good catch. Okay. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as amended then?
So moved. Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okey doke, those pass. Thank you so much. Lynette doesn't really have correspondence for us this month. There's a couple of announcements, but I'll do those just before we adjourn, I think.
There's just these flyers. that
Right,
should-
yeah, that's gonna be announcement.
Oh, okay.
That's okay, you're on the ball, it's appreciated. And actually, I'm glad to have a few more of them, so that's great. So I think I make a motion to open, we do have a quorum. So I'll open the public hearing for the application. We don't need to seat anybody, we're all regular members, so. And we have enough people, so you're on, Stephanie. Sabrina, sorry, here it is, right here, I'm circling it.
Some of you may remember me from a few weeks, months ago. So I presented, not intentionally, some inaccurate information. And when the builder went to do the window, like figure out what windows needed replacing and what he was replacing them with, he got back in touch with me and he's like, there's some inconsistencies here. So that's why I'm back, is to clarify the inconsistencies, make sure you guys are good with what should have been approved in the first place. There were also some opportunities. One of the things that was requested last time, we are replacing, hoping to replace these 3 windows with a pair of doors. Last time I presented, and I do have the original drawings, there was a transom above.
Yeah.
And somebody had actually said, too bad it can't be a tall doors. And what I was told by the builder was that they can do them as tall doors. So that's what I'm proposing, is that we do not do the transom above here and just the 2 tall doors.
Okay.
The other discrepancy was that these are the existing drawings, the ones above. And these 2 bottom windows are existing. And below, we want to just do 1.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then same thing on these sides. I had these broken up, I believe. So what we'd like to do is this side is going to be replaced pretty much exactly as it is in kind.
Okay.
This elevation, this is what started the project, was this enormous glass window, which is failing. We wanted to divide that into 2. We then found that these are 2 little windows, which we would rather just have large ones on the bottom. So that was also a change from what's existing that we're interested in. These windows are existing glass on the exterior, and on the interior, they have been completely covered by cabinetry, which is going to remain. So we're proposing that we remove the glass, but we replicate the patterning of the glass with trim so that it has the spirit of what was
Yep.
there.
So essentially, the picture on the bottom is what it will look like.
That's
what's
correct.
Proposed, how it
Yep.
will look.
So these windows that are black are going to be made out of AZAC, like a painted white material.
Okay. And what's the deal about, there was some discussion about.
Yeah. So this is a door, this is proposed as a door, and we're going to put the door in if you approve it. I spoke with your building official, Tommy Mack,
Mhm.
and he said we could put for now, because in the future I'm coming back with another, for
Oh,
another
that's
hearing
right,
for
yeah.
other work they want to do.
Yeah.
But he said in the meantime, he will allow us to put a guardrail on the interior.
Okay.
So it won't impact the exterior. So it's kind of unusual. Normally they would put it on the exterior, but he said he'll put it on the interior.
Okay.
It's a guardrail to prevent the door from being opened, or a guardrail
Yeah,
so no one walks through the glass.
mostly so that when the door is open, you're protected and won't fall down the 8 feet to the ground.
So is there intentions of putting screening in there?
Well, in the future, the goal is to have a deck out there. So that's why we're gonna be coming back. So what the client is, they're gambling. They're hoping that the deck will get approved. If it doesn't, then they're just gonna have a door that
Goes
doesn't go.
nowhere.
Exactly. Exactly. But that was a decision of theirs, like we had this discussion. And they feel very strongly about getting these windows replaced before this winter.
Yeah.
You see, the advantage of the door would be if they're gonna be moving large furniture in and out.
Only one side's gonna open.
That was my next question. Does that open in the middle or is it all one piece
No.
or?
Well, right now it's a sliding door.
Oh, okay.
I think if you had a preference, that could be discussed.
How's it gonna slide with cabinetry?
No, it'll slide on top of itself.
Oh.
So only one panel. will
Gotcha,
open.
gotcha.
That way they won't lose any space inside. And if we're gonna be putting a barricade up,
Okay, it all
they'll open.
makes sense to me now.
I have a. I guess we'll
This
talk
is,
about it
no,
after.
this is the time to. ask
I had a
questions.
question in the application.
Yeah.
It says that the structure that's being discussed is obviously your home is contributing, but that block
portion.
there is not non-contributing.
Correct.
I've never had a situation where that's been described on a home that is contributing, but there's something that's on it that is technically not contributing. Have you come across that before, either of you?
I don't think specifically. That being said, certainly many homes of that age have newer parts
Sure.
to them.
Right, I just never heard it described that way, because at some point, it's all contributing, it's there, you can't like pretend that that doesn't count, because it's, not the original part of the home. So it's just a point, I had never seen it written that way before. Yeah.
My experience with historic districts is if it's over 50 years old, then it can be considered historic, otherwise it's not. And when the application is made for the community to create the historic district, they analyze each structure and call out the pieces that make it as part of the fabric of the community.
Right, and those are the contributing homes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 So that's just been my experience.
I think that's just something used to,
Yeah, it's just I caught on the cheese, it's something I haven't heard described that way
I
before.
think they're trying to protect themselves against it. We don't like the application. Because we think it's not in
Yeah.
keeping, which,
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not an appropriate addition that was built.
Agreed, here we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
It's not very sympathetic to the existing.
but
fabric of
it's
the
not a drastic change.
No,
At all. All right, are there other questions? For the
the
applicant?
only other experience is larger windows like that are just always trouble. big hunk of glass like that, just gravity takes over time, so the fact that they're splitting it, not a bad idea.
Yeah. I think it actually visually will appeal
Yeah, I think so too.
to me.
Yep.
Paul, you have
I
questions?
don't have questions. Thank you.
Tom, more questions?
Nothing to do with the application.
Okay. Does anybody want to make any general comment?
The aluminum clad
Oh, yeah.
windows of the Marvin, I know the window well. Was that originally not proposed, clad
Actually,
aluminum?
sure, I'm glad you brought it up. So at the first hearing, I'm working on another project in Fenwick, which has a historic district. In Fenwick, they only allow Marvin. It's now called the Signature Series. You may know it as the Ultimate Series. It's aluminum clad. So I had misspoken and said that you guys allowed the Marvin, and then Bill Childress said, like, where did I see that? But anyway, couldn't find it because you guys don't specify that. So you guys are leaning more towards the vinyl clad, which again, in my experience, is not as durable or as authentic looking as the aluminum clad. So that was the conversation with the mark.
Yeah, well, I think my recollection at the last meeting was that we approved the aluminum.
You did.
Based on that, and subsequent to that, we
Yes.
had discussion,
Good.
a presentation about materials, and then we have plans to amend
Wonderful.
and update our
It's more historically accurate. like-
materials list, because it's something like 10, 13 years old, and we understand that there are different things available now that there were than what's available.
Definitely.
in
Yeah.
those.
And it's more durable, no question.
Yeah,
And they have fiberglass also now, that a lot of people are using on the shoreline because it's very durable. A lot of boats are made out of fiberglass.
your comments?
I would just comment that I appreciate your coming back for the clarification on the issues. The proposal seems very consistent with the original proposal. And it is our practice to want to know about changes in the project. So
Okay.
that's appreciated, but I think what you're presenting is entirely consistent with the plan that we approved previously.
Yeah, I would say so.
I just didn't want like anybody to think that I misrepresent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So.
No, but Paul is making the perfect point. We really appreciate
Yeah.
that.
It wasn't worth the risk, I mean, as a
Yeah.
group, the builder and I
Yeah.
were just like, no, we're going back. And then that's why I asked for the sort of emergency meeting
Sure.
between,
Yeah,
so they can get on board.
all right. Unless are more comments or questions, I'll take a motion to close the public hearing.
I have another comment.
Go ahead, Tom.
Those are pretty tall chimneys.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there
for
exists,
the maintenance and upkeep in the future,
yeah.
you feel you'll be coming back again for anything like that?
Hadn't thought about the chimneys at all. The client is interested, like I said, in the deck and that I will definitely be coming back for. So what's your thinking? Do they need to be lowered or supported
I
or?
don't know when they were last maintained or anything, whether
Yeah.
the client has that information or you're aware of it, and,
No, I know nothing about them. I haven't actually even been in their attic, which is like I could walk around up there, but the only way to get there right now is through an elevator, which I have not done. So I don't even know the condition of the brick, but they have been, like, for the time these clients have lived there, they've maintained the house really well.
it was just a general comment. Nothing,
Yeah. It may look even taller in the photo, but
The perspective.
the perspective of it, because
If you look at Alan, if you want to hold up.
Yeah, I mean, those chimneys
the
that
one
face the
that-
water side are down the roof line a little bit, and they've got to have draft at least 36 above peak, so,
Nowadays.
yeah, right, so they may have been extended, who knows, but I mean, the fact that it's all a good thing, other than the chance of them requiring maintenance, but,
I think it's also the photographs making.
yeah, I think that one, Tom, may be a little,
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
really not our jurisdiction.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're good.
maintenance, future problems on something that's not in an application anyway. All right, so do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close?
Second. Thank you, Tom. Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so do we need more discussion amongst ourselves with this? I think the point has been made that this is not very different from what we already approved. It's really just making sure what was represented to us is correct.
I have no issues on.
Anything else you want to discuss about this before we
No.
have a vote to approve or
Just
disapprove?
happy that we got that cleared up.
Sure. Okay, so then may I have a motion to approve or not approve?
I'll move to approve the application.
Thank you, Paul. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Aaron, those in favor?
Aye.
Pastor, thank you again, very Sabrina. And I live near there, so I may be seeing you.
Fair enough. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Fran.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much. I hope
Very well.
you can get everything ordered.
It's Friday. 2 days we're gonna be back.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
Take care.
All right, thank you. I was pretty sure this would be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so, so then before we adjourn, I want to remind you that, we have this special presentation coming up on October 22nd. Erin designed the flyers. The photo is mine. Thank you.
Very nice.
Can I still one of those just as I'm not.
Well, I was gonna say,
I have
you
it on
are
my
all, if
Computer,
you,
but I haven't printed it, so.
if you know a place you want to post one,
Yep,
Thank you.
I'll put one at Walt's. Lynette gave a whole list of suggestions of places to
I'll
put
put one at
them.
the lumberyard, so beard, so.
Oh, great idea. We can always get more.
Yeah, no, I can make some. copies, no problem.
And so we'll get them posted. I will give one to a friend of mine who's with the Old Lyme Historic District and maybe get one posted at the Phoebe Noyes Library over there. So with that, I don't have other announcements. Then, anybody have anything else they want to, new business?
No, nothing right now, Barb.
Thank you all for coming out this evening for the special meeting. We can all go home and eat our dinners if I can get a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Thank you, Paul.
Very good.
Tom seconded. All right. Thank you. We're done.